Okay. Hello, everyone. I am starting something that I never actually did in the game. We're logging in to a new account. Well, oh, great. Okay. Login error. Try it again. See, just like a newbie. Can't even get into the game. Anyway, what I'm doing, and this is more for YouTube than live, but definitely would appreciate anybody that's watching. Um, I have played ESO for a little over 4 years, and I started out by getting on, and within a couple days, it was right after Tamriel 1 came into being. And if you don't know what that is, that was when anyone could go anywhere in the world of Tamriel on ESO. And prior to that, they were restricted in some way. I didn't play it, so I didn't know, but they were restricted in areas as you went up. They had a whole different point system, and as you went further on in the game, then certain areas would open up for you. So, that being said, I started, didn't know much of anything, met my current husband within a day or two of starting, and just followed him around forever learning the game, and never got into heavy into dungeons or trials or trying to do builds, that sort of thing. And my toons have always been very haphazard, not much thought put into it. And I have 9 of them on another account. They're all 90% of them are stam based, which I love. But I started out as a sorcerer, which is when I played Final Fantasy 11 years ago. I enjoyed being a mage, black mage at that time, which was giving damage. White mage, I wasn't very good at healing. So anyway, what I'm going to do is start here at the beginning. This is a whole different account. Nobody will know that I'm, well, unless you're watching the stream, nobody in the game knows I'm on. I'm not part of a guild. I have nothing. I don't even have ESO Plus on this account. It did get to the point where there's Somerset. There is Morrowind in Somerset because it was used at one point by my sister when she lived with us for a while and that sort of thing. So it had been used, but I've deleted everything. We may run across something here or there. I think there's a couple crown gems in the bank here I can't get rid of. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Um, and I am going to select a race. And this is not done as showing you how to build because it's not um, my kind of thing. Hold on just a second. I got a mess here on my phone. There we go. I must have pushed something. Anyway, um, I'm not going to show the technical side of builds or that sort of thing. This is going to go as if I had never started the game before at all, not knowing much, which honestly is probably kind of the way I am anyway. And we'll see how it goes. I will, when this gets posted on YouTube, I will put some links to several of the ESO um, experts online, like on YouTube, that do builds and that sort of thing. I've looked at several of them, and I've started for about 9 months now. We've been doing trials, and I've started to pay attention to my DPS, which I never did before. But anyway, that's changing. But I wanted to just start this as if I'd never started before because I hadn't done it with any kind of structure. So we'll see how it goes. I will try and do this about every other day, every 3 days, so that it's consistent. And I may end up doing a few things to bring it along a little quicker when I'm offline. I don't know. This is all just a try. So I do know I want to do a sorcerer, and for damage, although I think they can do you can have you do healing on your back bar, that sort of thing. But I've always liked the Sorc, just never have actually. I have one in game, and in the beginning she was pretty surprised me how well just in the beginning she was. So I want to do this right this time. So we shall see. First off, we're going to start off by selecting a class, which, oh, face body. No, we're going to do with our class down here. Um, I have thought up a name this time. Last time when I did this, one of my friends, Eldasar in the game, came up with the name for me the last time because I totally forgot I had to come up with a name. But this time I actually came up with one ahead of time, and it's going to be Susie Newbie. I think I'll put a hyphen in there. I don't think I can put, and by the way, let me back up here so I can point out a few things. This screen right here, oh dear, click on it. This shows you what you cannot use when creating a character toon name. Can't start with a space, must end with a letter, no more than two of the same letters in a row. Anyway, this is what it is now. When I first started, I had used my email address name got pulled in. I don't know if we couldn't, it could have been that we couldn't even hardly name a toon or I missed it. Anyway, I ended up with numbers and everything. So, but you can't do that now. So, let's go. Susie hyphen must end with a letter. Okay, see that came up and said must end with a letter because I've got a hyphen on the end. So newbie. Let's see if it's taken. I also want to do a female character. I know that here's where you select between male and female, and I have learned in playing the games. There are a lot of guys with female toons, but I guess what you could say is that their excuse for doing that is they would much rather run behind a female than a male. So they're looking at a female all the time and watching her wiggle as she runs, in essence. So men are a little visual. Okay, now we're going to pick an alliance. There are 3 alliances within the game, and you have Daggerfall Covenant, Aldemiri Dominion, and Ebonheart Pact. I have One of each. I have several. Actually, Aldemiri, I think I have the most of. I only have one Ebonheart Pact in my other group and a couple Daggerfall Covenant. I'm going to go with Ebonheart Pact simply because I haven't done it very much. So we'll see what happens because there's a quest line and everything. I'm going to go through and do this properly. If you're in this to be get through the game as possible as fast as you can and just make it to the end, that's not ESO. You want to stay in a group in a game that will take you to an end. There is an end with all the achievements and everything, but if you want to build a toon, I would suggest you take your time and get into the game the way it is. There is so much to do, so many places to go, and so many different combinations of characters that you can play this forever and not really get bored with it. I have played, like I said, for 4 years, and I think because I went slow in the beginning and stuck with crafting and quests and that sort of thing, and haphazardly jumping all over the place, um, it went well. And I've really enjoyed it. And now I'm progressed to where we're now doing dungeons and trials on a regular basis. So it's getting better. Anyway, just so you know, so I'm going to go through this. I am going to pick Ebonheart Pact. Now the race. This is a good one. Um, as you can see down below here, it talks about the Nord. We have all these different races. We've got 3, 6, 9 different races, I believe. Breton, Orc. Just a second. I'm going to get something out of this may take a little couple seconds, but at least I'm going to get rid of some of this pinned widgets. I'm going to take off events. Done. Okay. And then back into the game. Sorry about that. I could not see the right hand side of the screen because of my overlays for the stream. So I want to take that one out so I can see what's going on here. Okay, race. We'll start. There's a Breton, the most that looks most like a human, I guess you'd say, or an average type human. You've got a high elf, very tall, elf with their pointy ears. Argonian. I don't have an Argonian. But I understand that they make very good healers. So I think when I go to make a healer, I will probably check out Argonian. Orc. I have an orc, but I don't use her much. Wood elf. That's always been my favorite. She's kind of petite, and she was my number one too. And the first one that I ever made was a wood elf. And if you look down here, it talks about their skills. What their affinity is towards. And the reason I had picked her was because in Skyrim, I loved archery, which I played Skyrim for quite a while before taking the leap into ESO Online. So I had selected a wood elf because she has improved archery. That was my whole thought in this thing. Not much more than that. No much more thought than that. Then the dark elf. Tells them bonuses in dual wielding, flame, and lava resistance. You can read through all of this as you're trying to select it. A red guard. Racial skills of the red guard reflect their ancestry legacy as sword masters, giving them bonuses to shields, base staminas. And I don't know how much this really affects your gameplay because there's so much more to it than just the race. You can just about tweak them wherever you want. And I am no expert in all of this. The Khajiit, I have a cute little Khajiit. She's pretty good. I haven't worked much with her lately, but anyway, she's pretty good. And then, of course, a Nord. Now, I am physical spells and frost resistant, ultimate generation, as well as base health and stamina. Let me take a look at the Breton. I was kind of debating between a couple of them. Into arcane, interesting there. Base magicka, magicka recovery, light armor, alliance point gain, spell resistant, and cost reduction of spells, allowing them to cast spells with little pause. I think I'm going to go with the Breton because I do know I want to be a Sork. So we will, and Sork is about the only one that I have actually. Oh, and look, your alliance changes. So I guess I have to be Daggerfall Covenant. See, because these three are Aldemary Dominion, these three are Ebonheart Pact. So we're going to go with Daggerfall because I do want to be a Breton. I'd forgotten about that little bit. Okay, so we go across the top up here. Our next is our class. And we have Dragon Knight. Master of the Arms use the ancient Archivary martial arts, wielding fearsome magic that pounds. I've never done a Dragon Knight. That might be kind of interesting. But this is the one I'm going to do. Sorcerer. And we have Nightblade. Nightblade is one that I've done with my different Stam characters, and it's done very well. Templar, I have a Templar as well, which is healing and stamina. You can blend the two together. And a Warden, that you have a lot of pets that help you fight. And the only thing I don't like about the Warden is that darn bear gets in the way so much, but it is fun to play. And then Necromancer. Necromancer is the one. Come on, click over there. I want to click Necromancer. Oh, probably maybe she can't be a Necromancer. That's weird. Oh, it's for purchase. Didn't know that. You have to purchase Necromancer in the Crown Store. See, we're going to find out things that I don't normally find out. So we shall see how this goes. So we're going to go with a Dragon Knight as a. No, we're going as a sorcerer. Sorry about that. Now let's go take a look at her body, see what we can do here. Some people take a long time to put their toon together, but I don't put that much into it. I will keep her height a little shorter. Skin color's fine. Body markings, you can get so many body markings now that it's not that big a deal as far as when you create oh, wait a minute. We got a no gear, otherwise we're not going to see this. Okay, so we're going back into the body markings here. And as you scroll around, you can get body markings that may tickle your fancy, I should say. There's just a shoulder and chest. She's been in a few fights. And, oh man, I've never done anything like that. I've done tattoos. And I have an old lady with gray hair, which I guess sort of resembles me. And I've put some body markings on her because she has done a bit more in life, I guess you'd say. Oh, we're going Daggerfall Covenant. But I don't think I want it sitting on my chest. That's pretty cool. I like that. But then you're stuck with the one that you pick here that's going to be on your toon, whereas there are a lot of body markings you can get from ESO Plus. Come on, let's change. It's not changing. Maybe it's changing on the backside. No. Oh, let's go back. That looks like. Nope, no changes. Well, oh no, that's definitely not anything I care to have. Or that. Or that. I have a favorite. Or that. No. Oh, that's okay. Well, I can't find the one that I used to have. That's kind of cool. This one. This is the one I've always liked. If you're going to go with a tattoo, that's pretty nice. But I don't think I'm going to go with anything actually. Oh, no, wait a minute. There was one. Nope, not that one. This one that I thought was kind of cool. I'll keep that one. We'll go with the dragon. And torso size. Let's see what happens when we do this. If we go up higher, it's getting a little thick, I think, in the torso. Then again, I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've created a toon. Oh, I see. She's going in. She's getting more of a waistline. Okay. Chest size. Well, you could go all the way up. Oh, can't do that either. Come on, what's going on? There we go. I had a notification from Discord pop up and sort of stopped me. As you can see, her chest size is getting nice and big. Well, I don't want to go that big. We'll give her something, but not a ton. Okay, gut size, and I believe that's the definition here. If we go down, yeah, her stomach's going in. That's average. And then her waist size. Oh, this is like, yeah, that's what's taking it in. What the gut size was, maybe that was up here. I don't know. But that looks pretty good. Arm size. Let's take a look at her arms. I didn't see much change there, did you? Where is it changing? Maybe it's this way you can see it. Oh, yeah, look, her shoulders are getting very narrow. We don't want real narrow shoulders. We want to have a little definition there. Yeah, that looks better. Hand size. She's got average hands. We're going to leave them there. Hip size. Maybe I think she's okay about where she's at. And then, of course, the booty. I don't know. Let's see what happens here when you do this. You got a bottom on her, or she could be flat as a pancake. We'll take her halfway. We'll make her a little more normal. I just want you to see what you can do here. Now, leg size. This must have to do with the muscles maybe on your legs. I am going to go back and look at the face in just a minute. Oh yeah, she's way out of proportion. That's not good. Let's bring them down to where they're strong but not ridiculous. And foot size. I have big feet, so I'm not even going to touch her feet. Huge feet are really hard to get shoes. Okay, let's go back up here to, oh, this is body type. We haven't hit the face yet. Let's go a little more muscular and see what it looks like. Yeah, see the muscles are a little bit more defined. What if you go all the way to the top? Oh yeah, you get nothing but muscles. Look at her legs. Oh wow, looks my daughter. She's like that, all muscle. Let's bring it down just a little bit softer. Okay, there we go. So we are done with that body part. Now we're going to do the face. This is the part I like to work on. Oh, and you pick a voice as well. Let's take a look at the angle of the face here. When you put it up at historic, she gets a lot of angles to her. But here's angular. There she's got a very narrow chin versus the wider jawline. So narrow chin, and her head gets bigger up at heroic. That's interesting. Soft and angular. Soft, angular. I'm going to put it right about there, I think, so that she's not freaky creepy. Now we're going to pick a voice. This is always tough. And I don't know. Whoops. Might help if I turned up the volume, huh? On master volume is up. I'm going to keep the music volume down though. Ambiance, effects, footsteps, dialogue volume. We're going to put that up just a little bit. Interface volume. Let's see what happens here. Plays in background. Okay, now we want to escape out of that somehow. Come on. Why? This is not. This is acting up. Why is this acting up? Well, it's not like it's not working, huh? Great. Preview. There we go. To get out of settings, hit preview. Okay. Back on the face. Here's the voice. Let's see if we can hear it. Okay, that's A. C. D. No, not D. Remember that, not D. E.
Yeah.
No. F is okay, I guess. G. No. H. Okay, now we know F. Okay, let's try A again. Kind of like B, I think. That makes me laugh. Oh, good. That's short.
Yeah.
Let's try A again. B. I think it's C. I like her laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's that. Okay, we're going with C. Okay, hairstyles. Okay, far left. She didn't shave it very well this morning, but that's the first one. Second one, ponytail. I kind of like that one, but I have it out on too many tunes, I think. This is just, I wouldn't want to deal with this every morning, would you? Putting this together? I wouldn't. No. Let's see. Oh, this is the one she had to begin with. That was a lot like that other one. But it makes her face look kind of cool, kind of pretty. Nah. No. That's kind of cute, but kind of butch. I want her to at least be a little feminine. There, she looks like she's been working out hard. Well, that's without bangs and it's long. I got to tell you, I have a toon that runs with long hair and it looks so fake from behind, but you know. And that, forget that. You gonna braid your hair every morning like that? No. Unless she can do it and leave it. And then that, no. That's kind of cute, but nah. No, I don't want that thing on her head. That's your mussed up heroic look, I guess. And really short. And no. 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 That's okay. I kind of like that. I've used that before, I know. Let's see. No. I've never used that, but it's so cute. We're going to use that one. Okay, hair color. They give you all kinds of hair colors here. Some of them. Not going to go with a red or anything. Gray, nah. Got enough gray hair of my own. Nope. Nope. I'm going to be boring, I'm sure. Black. I don't like black. It's not soft enough. It's kind of cool. We'll narrow it down here. I probably will go with no, I think I like the softer look. That's pretty. What do you think? We'll probably get her outside. She won't look anything like this. Age. Shall we make her really old? Oh, God, no. Even though that's close to true life. No, we don't want to make her that old. Oh, she looked so cute when she was younger. There we go. Not too young. An adornment. I don't think I'm going to put an adornment on her. See the head or earrings. You can get earrings and stuff in the ESO Plus store if you want. And you can't change these out. You're stuck with them. Oh yeah, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, see some of this. Oh, there was even a nose ring on that one. No, I don't want to get stuck with something that we can't get rid of, but at least show you guys what's going on here. So all kinds of stuff to select from, but I'm going with nothing. And same thing with head markings. I mean, I've done enough that I put this dragon tattoo on here. I know I'm probably boring. Oh, ooh, oh, no, we're going back. I'm not even gonna, let's see what the worst is. Oh. Now, really, would you stick with that? I wouldn't, but then that's me. It takes, they have to have it there for everybody. That's kind of cool. I like her lips. You know what? I think I might stick with that one. Okay, let's pull the bar down and see what we got next. We've got face. Oh, you know what? I like the way she looks. Let's put her cheekbones up a little bit, though. Let's see what that looks like. Isn't that funny how so subtle and it really makes a difference in the look? Let's do that. And cheekbone height. Nah, it's okay. Don't need to do anything there. I like a little bit softer. Chin size. I think her chin is perfect. I don't want a pointy one. Okay. That works. Eye color. I like that color eye with the hair. Let's see what this looks like. The green is really green, though. Blue. I don't think I have a blue-eyed one. Oh. Oh. It's black-like. Okay, if I was doing a vampire, I might do that. But no. Brown eyes. Blue eyes. Blue eyes. Those are kind of cool. It's a gray blue. What's this color? Pretty close to that. Another green. Another green. Now we're going to go with the gray blue. Blue. Never made a blue-eyed one. Eye size. I think our eyes are perfect. We're not going to go through all this. I mean, but you can totally change the look of your toon. But we're not doing that. Eyebrows. You can barely see them. Her nose. I think her nose is just fine the way it is. Nose length. Mouth height, mouth curve. I like it that way. Ear size. Oh my gosh. That's fine. Ear tip flare. Do we want a flare? No, she is not going to do that. Okay. Or you can randomize her appearance if you want to just click on that and it'll just do all kinds of stuff. So we've got her name. We've gone through her. She's a female, Daggerfall Covenant, Breton, Orc, or Redguard. No, we've got a Breton because of the magic side of it. She is a sorcerer or a sork. Her body is done. Her face is done. And we have her name. So now we can create her. Now, I'm going to play the tutorial because there's things in here that I totally forgot about while I was playing. I didn't pay much attention. I was going through it. So we're going to go through the tutorial. Yeah, see, it says I've done it with a previous character, but I think that was my sister that did it, not me. So we're going to play so that you can see what you go through in the very beginning. And we're logging in. So this should be interesting. If you look at my other streams and stuff, I'm usually just doing dungeons and running trials. I tried to do a little bit of crafting and teaching and started a new character.
Can you
so
hear me?
Oh.
My name is Oriandra. I'll help you get out of this place. You aren't frozen. You just think you are. You can move. You just need to remember how.
How? Yes. By the way, I'm on a PC, so it's on a keyboard. I'm not using a controller. Maybe down the road I will. Oh man, my glasses are killing my nose. So we'll see how this goes. But if we really get into it, I may attempt a controller on here.
Now remember your strength, your power. Take a weapon. Feel the weight in your hand.
Before we go further, I'm going to show you something. Let me just stop that. Let me get that out of the way. That's our chat box, by the way. I'll explain that later. But this is the quest that we are on. This is the new trial thing. So a new setup. Your quest journal, it keeps track of all of your quests, your lore library, your achievements, and leaderboards. Some of this stuff, the quest is probably what we will deal with the most to begin with. To change your focused quest, in other words, that one that I showed in the upper right hand corner, if you have a different quest on here, you can hit the T and it'll toggle through all your quests, or go to the journal and click on it. And you can use the map to see where to perform your next task. Right click, you can abandon it, the focus quest, by pressing X. I didn't know that about X. I always right click on the name of the quest. Let me show you. I always right click. Doesn't have it here, but when you have a list, see, because you can have up to 25 quests here. If you use one, you're like, okay, I didn't want to pick that one up. You can right click on it, get rid of it, abandon it, and you don't have any problems. You can get it again. The first time that happened to me, I was like, oh my God, will I be able to get it back? I don't know if that's, can you get rid of it? And yes, you can. Just calm down. Anyway, the other thing I'm going to show you before we go any further is the map. That is the letter M on your keyboard. And this is where we are. There's the arrow showing us what we need to do next. So we're going to make our way through this building before we're out in the world of Tamriel. Now, as we go along, I will explain a few things to you, such as your bar up at the top. As you can see, it shows north. And as you turn, it gives you the directions you're going. Excuse me. And you will see quest markers up in that line. Wanting to know where to go next? They will be white. The current quest that you're on will always be white. There will be, if you have others available to you, they will show black on the bar. And the one you're working on should be in this upper right hand corner. Once in a while, that sucker changes. I don't know how it happens, but when you're doing a quest, please make sure you have the right quest up on your right hand corner. Okay, so we're going to go a little further and check everything. Now, I do not have ESO Plus on this toon. Right now, if you go into inventory, you'll see that you have 60 slots for carrying things. Here's where it's telling you press E to equip or use an item, right click when selecting an item to view more actions. Unwanted items is junk. I actually use the junk tab to put stuff in that I don't want to be looking at because I never just sell all my junk. It's where I put it, where I like museum pieces and stuff that we'll get into later on. I put it into junk because I'm just not going to look at it right now. And that you can sell quickly by just saying sell junk. I'm sure a lot of people do that, but I don't. So we're going to exit that explanation of the inventory, and we'll get into this a lot more later on. I just want you to be aware that without ESO Plus at this point, or buying additional backpack space in the game, you currently have 60 slots. And these are the different categories. This is all your slots. And then you have weapons, armor, jewelry, consumables such as potions and food and that sort of thing. Materials, those are crafting items. Furniture, you can purchase homes, or there are some free homes in the game. I'll show you that as well. Miscellaneous quest items. If you're on a quest and you have an item that you need in that quest, it will store it here. And then, of course, junk. And across the top, I'll get more into this, but the craft bag is locked. I didn't know I had anything on me. It's currently locked because I do not have ESO Plus on this toon, but apparently these things were collected previously, but I can't get into them. I don't think I can use them. Retrieve. Okay, I can retrieve them. But anyway, I have a few things in here. I meant to clean everything out before I got into this, but it didn't work. I also have event tickets. That's interesting. This is currency. This is all of your currency across all of your toons. Oh, this is interesting. I've deleted other characters and that sort of thing, so some of these things may not be able to be used. These are account-wide, character and account put together. So we're more concerned looking at character at this point because I didn't know I had that stuff in there. And then, of course, you've got a quick slot where you could equip potions or whatever you want to do here. Oh, look at this. We even have animals. Okay, sorry about that. We do have a few things that I wasn't aware of. Anyway, those are the basics of the inventory, and once we get into this, you'll see it. Craft bar allows you to store crafting materials in a separate inventory space from your regular inventory. Craft bag. But we do not, when you do have ESO Plus, if you're going to be a crafter, I highly recommend it because your craft bag is, it says it's locked, totally unlimited as to how much stuff you can put in there. You'll see that if we try to do it without the craft bag, we're going to be juggling stuff, and that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Over on this side is what you are wearing. You're wearing a level 1 shirt, boots, trousers. And here are your stats at this point, which are not much. And your weapons. Now, this bar is locked because you cannot use a second weapon until you hit level 15. And we'll get in all of this, you'll see as we go along. Okay, let's see. And then we're going to go look at these urns. Don't need the clear water. There might be some weapons or something that, no. Or a weapon. I'm not going to take that just yet. We're not going to do that. Okay, lockpicks we're going to take. In the beginning, lockpicks are tough to come by. Oh, there we go. Ash, yeah, don't need it yet. Lockpick. That's what we're going to do, is take lockpicks if we see any in here. Nope, that's crafting stuff. Lockpick. Don't need ash. Lockpick. So if you're starting out in this first area, this beginning area, if you're in Somerset or anywhere else, wherever you start, weapons and lockpicks. And if you happen to run across soul gems, you'll want soul gems as well. Nope, don't need any mint. Okay, let's get the sword up here, and we'll see where we're going after this. The adventurer's sword. So what we have here is a great sword, a two-handed great sword for a level 1 character. So we're going to take it because we don't have any weapon at all. Okay, now we have the sword, but it is not in the weapon slot yet, so we can't use it. So what we have to do is click on the right. You can either drag and drop or equip it, and it goes over here.
Now go, beyond the door. You need to see for yourself before I tell you more.
Okay, we will do that. And you can lock, there's several things you can do with weapons, where you can enchant them, gives them separate powers, unequip it, lock it, and link it in chat, which is kind of an interesting one. It says here, links it in chat. Say you put it out there on the chat bar, anybody can click on it and find out what your weapon is. In other words, if you're wanting to trade or sell something or show somebody something, putting it in the chat box is the way to go. Okay, now we have to exit the ruin. Look at the map. This is where we need to go. So we will go this way, and when you have to go through a door, you will see this white opening, that white quest marker with the below the arrow part of it. This part of it means that's a door that you have to go through. So we will go through the door. Oh, that's this party. Okay. What they're telling us here is that the mouse wheel will change your perspective. I mean, if you pull back on your mouse wheel, you're out as far as you can go. You go in on your mouse wheel, and you are in first person. I do not like to play in first person. I like to see what she's doing because I have no idea really what's going on unless I see her. So we're going to go from here on down and figure out what we have to fight. This is just the first little bit to get outside into the game.
You've been imprisoned in this mind trap by an entity called Katora. Its magic is powerful, but you're stronger than you know. It may appear beautiful, but it's an illusion. A trap designed to control you. Katora won't tolerate your resistance much longer.
There is no escape. I will break you in time. Watch as I turn your own memories against you.
Defend yourself. In the mind trap, memories can kill you.
Uh-oh. Okay, there is the enemy. Something that I didn't learn until early on. Oh, let's just fight. Well, what do you know?
Another one. Defend yourself and strike back.
Okay, heavy charge. That's what they were, heavy attack. Hold down your left-hand key.
Interrupt the spell and retaliate.
I did a left and a right and left mouse key.
With every memory that returns, your resistance grows stronger. Now follow me.
Okay, up until level 50, every time you gain a level, you will get rewards. You will get the message about level 2, and you hit F to claim your rewards. You get attribute points and skill
I
points.
can't go any farther in this form. If Katora notices me, we'll both be lost.
Okay, you stay there,
We
lady.
need
We'll
to
be
reach
with you in a
the tower
minute.
to escape from the
So
big trap.
you
I
will
can't
get
go
an
now,
attribute point
but
and a
I'll
skill
send
point.
messages to guide
And
you.
here's where you put them in
Just believe
magicka,
in yourself.
health,
You can
or
do this.
stamina. And
You're
I'm going to put
someone
them
we
in
can count
magicka
on.
and stamina at this point. There is a way of changing them further into the game. And when you're doing the tutorial or the beginning of the game, there is this point where you receive um, items, a ticket sort of, to be able to respec your toon for free, whereas normally it costs gold in the game to do it. So I am going to claim my rewards, and I have one attribute point to put, and I'm going to put it in stamina at this point. See, now took up my stamina by 111, and these are the same stats you see next to your inventory. So we're going to commit. You have to commit the point in order for it to stay there. There we go. Character skills. Now, I haven't, this came into being after I had been playing. It hasn't been here that long. You can definitely use this skill advisor on the left hand side. I don't use it, but it's something that you might want to do. But this is very important, your skills that you will be putting in as you get skill points. Um, you have every class has 3 to choose from. And about the best thing to do is go along knowing that possibly you will change them down the road. And when I started, it was just like, oh, there's a plus. I'll put that one in. But what is important are your passives, because these are things that happen without you even trying to do anything. They're just there in your character, in your toon. So these are important. And then you do need to have some skills for actually um, fighting to make your in this case our great sword stronger. And it explains it over here and what it costs to use that skill in magicka points. For this one, these are all magicka based. Oh, there's a stamina based and magicka. Now, crystal shard. I am not going to get into this. Okay, this I will do though. Select the type of player you want to be. It will help you guide your choices. Now, they didn't have this when I was started it, and in a way, I wish they did. I think it's a little more understandable this way. You're not just willy nilly doing stuff over here. So, a Sork Initiate is recommended for new players. This is one that is power of ice and lightning and oblivion to weave powerful destructive spells. Merge your material and magical skill by empowering your weapon strikes with arcane energy. Primary armor is medium. War mage wade confidently into battle, protected by heavy armor and potent sorcery. I think I may go something like that. Protect and bolster your aliens with powerful wards and shields, and turn off skill advisor. That's, if you don't want to deal with this and want to do it yourself, there you go. Turn it off. But I think I'm going to follow the war mage. Let's see what happens. Primary stat health. And here I've already put something into stamina. But war mage sounds pretty interesting to me. Okay. And it's telling me, oh, this is what I wanted to get into there, so that you can summon your pet to fight at your side, and I have none of that with my Sork. And because of the way I started doing it, I was going all stamina and not using the magic side of her. So I'm going to give that a shot. We're going to do... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Let's click on this. Are you sure you want to purchase? It's going to cost 1 skill point. This is an advised skill. I'm going to unlock it. There we go. And then this tells you where to put it on your bar. On your, I'm going to put it in my number 1 slot. Okay, so I'm going to right click on it, put it in my number 1 slot. And then when you bring up your weapon, well, wait a minute. You can see it's down here in the number 1 slot, which means when you hit the number 1, I pull up a pet that's going to fight with me. So we're going to do this. Let's get caught up with her. Hold shift to sprint. Hold down your arrow and your shift key and you can go run faster. Ooh. Nope, can't kill him here, huh? Oh, there she is. Finally caught up. Okay, jump off the precipice. See in the upper right-hand corner? Jump off the precipice. So I guess we have to jump off. And you hit the space bar to jump. So here we go. Whoa! I don't think I've done the tutorial in Somerset. Mine was the very beginning tutorial in the way back. So this is all new to me. What's over here?
You can't escape my mind trap. I'll destroy you with your darkest fears.
That pink that you see there? Hold on a second here. Okay. Daedric summoning increased here is what they're talking about. Your class of Daedric summoning, because you've been using this, it's gone up to 2. And these all go up to level 50. Now, something I want to show you. That when you hold it down, that's a heavy attack. A light attack is like that. You will get more, and some of your stamina comes back when you use heavy attacks. I just learned this. Can you believe it? I wasn't paying any attention when I went through the thing in the beginning, and I have just learned about light attack and didn't know about the heavy attack, and it brings back stamina. Okay, here's a backpack. Always search backpacks. Nope. Don't want that. We're not going to do crafting yet. Let's go see what's over here. What we need to do is get to the tower, which is over here, and I'm off running around here, but that's because I wanted to see there's somebody to kill over here. Let's see what that does. Yep. And your right mouse blocks. That's a block. Heavy attack. Boom. There we go. And my two-handed was increased. Okay, status effect. You have been targeted by a status effect. The appearance of your health, stamina, magicka bar changed when there is a status effect upon you. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see, butterfly. That's a crafting item, butterfly wings. Insects, that's you need for fishing. I am going to take that for now, because it's part of crafting, but fishing is a little different. And if we find that we're filling up our bag with a bunch of stuff we really don't need, we will take care of it. Crafting station in major cities. Okay, good, that went away. See, just about any little thing that you find, you can kill it, and this is lake bait. So what we have so far are guts for lake bait and river bait. And let's see what else we got going on. Oh, there's another bad guy. Okay, this is good to find him and practice. Block. Stay out of the pink cone, because do this. Okay. That pink cone, of course, that you saw on the ground is not where you want to be. That is where her line of attack will go. Okay, let's see what else is out here. Oh, there's another one. And see how our little buddy helps out? Just a second. Okay. Okay. Heavy attack. Woohoo, man. That took that sucker down. Okay. Where are we? On the map, we are way over here, but we need to go the other direction. So we'll get through here in just a minute. I don't want to take a butterfly. I don't need to beat it. I just want you to see that this is an open world. You can go wherever you want. Ah! Sorry about that. Okay, now, when there is yellow around something you've killed, you want to target on it and hit search, and you get stuff off of it. The one thing about picking up a lot of stuff, you can sell almost everything. So if you have a lot of crafting items that's filling up your bank, you go to the merchant, you sell it. It's a way to get gold. So I really pick up just about everything possible. Okay. Let's keep going here. Let's head back to where we need to be. Oh, let's fight this guy. Block him with your right mouse key. See, he takes damage when you block. But he takes heavier damage when you do a heavy attack. There's another backpack. Let's see what's here. Nope, it's empty. Let's fight these guys. Okay, where the heck are we on the map? We are way back at the beginning. Let's get on the road. This is the road. Let's go this way. So we can get out of here. Oh, here we go. Okay, the bar at the bottom is your health bar and your stamina bar. The stamina bar disappeared, and as it's going down, if it goes way down, good luck, you're dying. Let's check what's in this pack, this sack, a recipe. I'll take that. We'll show you what that does later on. A barrel, there's probably something in here. Nope. But there's the music. You can tell from the music something's going to attack you. Search it. Rawhide scraps. Okay, up, little frog. Nope, nothing there. And we want to keep following the path. Where is the path? It's over here to the left. Let's see if we can get up on the path. If there is some way, we will need to be up there. It's forcing us to go this way. Probably so we fight. Ah, this is a good one, a good lesson as well. Okay, roll dodge. With your A key, if you double click, you'll roll left. Your D key, roll right. Your W. And your S, but you can roll back. Yeah, you can roll back as well. So roll dodge, practice it a lot. We're not going to take the natural. practice it because you can get out of the way of enemies, and it helps tremendously. Early on in the game, when you're out in the world running around, and if you get too far, take that. If you get too far into a battle and you are going to die, it is never shameful to run. Run the other direction. Okay, now, where's the dang path to get up there? Must be over here. Oh. Ah, see, my pet's fighting somebody too. That's what's really cool. Your pet, sometimes they get in the way, but it's very helpful. Okay, let's see if we can get up on the path up here. Yes, no, maybe? What's up here? Well, how the heck do we get over there? Let's see what happens. This just may take us right back down. Oh, see the marker. It's above. It's showing us that to reach the tower above, there's the door to go through. There it is on the map. Okay, so that I was thinking that was where we came in at. That's where we need to go out. See, I'm kind of dysfunctional that way. So this is the way the path is. And see, it proves you. I've never been here before. Let's kill this guy up here. Block. Heavy attack. There we go. Block. Oh boy, we got another one. Oh, cool. And since my pet's kind of taking him on from that way, I'll get behind him so I don't have that much. There we go. A sip of health. 37 experience points. Above. Okay, we still need to get above. Where are we? Ah, we're on the path. Here we go. Nope, it's empty. Okay, let's head up the path. Let's get out of here. I don't think there's much more that you can learn. The beginning stuff.
The pearl! It's the key to escaping this mine trap.
Okay, so it's telling us that we need to examine the pearl. Like it says in the upper right-hand corner, examine the abyss pearl. The abyssal pearl. Okay, here we go. E to examine it. Whoa! Oh, look what that did. Yeah, see at the top. Oh, see, now this is interesting. This is the backside that we're working on. And my pet has it held like a tank would. See how I roll dodged there? Stay out of the...
Well done. Now destroy the pearl and wake up.
Ah, I think we're getting outside. This is Somerset, by the way. It's really
Easy now.
beautiful.
You did well.
Okay, arrow over her head means we need to talk to her. Upper right-hand corner shows yes, that's what we do next. We talk to her. So we're going to go up there.
It
We're gonna
gladdens my
talk.
heart to see you awake and free, my friend. You're the first to respond to my help and escape from that entity's grasp.
Thanks for helping me, but who are you exactly?
I am Oriandra, and I wear the cloak of the Sijic Order. I came to Somerset at the behest of our Right Master when I sensed a dark and powerful mind magic emanating from this area. When I noticed your predicament, I knew I had to intercede.
If I can ever repay you for your help, let me know.
Take a moment to rest, but once you've shaken off any residual effects of the spell, I might require your assistance. And take this. I assume it belongs to you. It was near your unconscious body when I found you.
Okay, so we're getting a strong box that we're going to open up. It'll go into our inventory. We're getting another skill point so that we can unlock or increase our current skills. And we've received a new skill line in our skill called Soul Magic. And 73 gold. So we're going to complete the quest.
I must return to the Eldbur ruins to the north and aid the others caught in Katora's mine trap. If you find yourself in the area, you might be able to assist me. Stay safe, and remember, you have a friend in the Sijic Order.
That's good. Before you go, tell me about the Sijic Order.
The Sijic Order is an ancient society of mages, more akin to a monastic order than to the upstart Mages Guild, for example. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, before we departed the world to pursue other interests.
What does that mean, you departed the world?
It means just that. We took our island of Artaeum and sent it someplace else to better promote meditative study and contemplation. We maintain an interest in Tamriel, though, hence my appearance here during your time of need.
Tell me more about the mind trap.
I haven't isolated the source of the mind magic, except that the malevolent entity calls itself Katora. It imprisoned you in the mind trap in order to control you, but to what purpose, I'm not sure.
Who or what is Katora?
I have no idea. Whoever or whatever Katora is, it wields powerful mind magic, much more powerful than anything I've ever encountered before. The mind trap is an insidious spell that has ensorcelled a number of victims. I'm still watching over them.
Okay, other victims?
You weren't the only newcomer to wander into this mind trap. Even a number of high elves have succumbed to the dark entity's power. With my help, though, you were the first to break free. That gives me hope that I can eventually save the others.
I don't believe her. I think there's been a few more before me. Somerset's been here a long time. If it was all in my mind, how come I still have the items I found there? Good
You
question.
noticed that, did you? Very observant.
Ouch.
The mind trap created replicas of items you already possessed. You needed them, so they became real inside the illusion. And of course, you'd still have them in the waking world. They are real after all.
Goodbye. So we've learned a little bit about Artaeum and what it is in the Sijic Order. And it's a whole nother skill line that the only thing I've done the quests for it. And the best part is you can find Sijic portals which have other items in them. If you're a crafter, they're really good for jewelry crafting. But I've never used Sijic Order as for skills, but I know people that have, and they say that there's some good stuff on there, but I haven't taken the time. We'll see. Maybe we'll figure it out this time around. Now, as you can see, we have level 3. Oh, come on. Come back. Okay, level 3. Hit F to claim your rewards. So I've got an attribute, a skill point, and food for the first time. And I'll explain that. Claim it. Now, I have another attribute point. Since I'm going Magicka and Stamina, I'm going to put the other one here. I don't know if that's the way I should go, but we'll find out. Oh, this talks about future rewards. Your next level, you get the same things we have, but we'll get a glyph, which is an enchantment that you can put on a weapon, or in this case, armor. See in the upper right-hand corner, it says armor glyph. There's armor, weapon and jewelry glyphs. And then you get a choice of armor. So anyway, that'll be cool. Let me commit by hitting down here in the lower right hand corner. You can't see it because I think some of my stuff is covering it up. But then that automatically takes you to the skills, and I currently have 2 skill points that I have not used at all. And you use them by clicking here on the plus keys that show up. Let's see, world. This was the line that they just added. Soul Trap, and Soul Trap, it comes in handy when you are early on, because if you've got this in your bar and you hit Soul Trap, you will fill an empty soul gem, and soul gems are needed for raising you up from the dead. As time goes on, it doesn't do much. Well, let's see. Lay claim to an enemy's soul, dealing 4,968 magic damage or 4,968 physical damage over 10 seconds. So there, if you hit it, it will do damage, plus it will fill an empty soul gem, which was the most important part when you're first on board. So I'm going to put that down in the 5th slot, just because it's down here at the end. We'll see what goes on after that. Okay, under class, dark magic, Daedric summoning, or storm calling. I'm still kind of working on this one. Purchased advised abilities. Okay, going for war mage like I was. They're telling me these are the items to look for. So lightning form, I do not know where that is. It's magicka based. Low slash is a stamina. And encase is magicka based. Let me take a quick peek here. We're going to go look at, and like I said, I'm going to always check passives because I try to get all of those done. Daedric Curse. And what's the third one? Storm Calling. Mage's Fury. Weapon, two-handed. Uppercut and critical charge. At this point, I'm going to put it in uppercut. And you don't have to use these all at once. If you want to just kind of go out and play with it for a while before you start committing, you can definitely do that. Let's see, what does this do? Conjure dark crystals to bombard an enemy. Oh, I know what that one is. Curse an enemy with a destructive rune, dealing 4,141 magic damage. And Mage's Fury. Okay. The enemy feels 20% health within 4 seconds. Hiring. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit. I only have 1 left. And I am going to figure this out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Anonymous giver. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That's great. So let's check some urns, see if there's anything that we could use. We don't need that because we're not crafting yet. That's also a crafting item. We're looking for lockpicks and soul gems mainly. Okay, this must be where we go. And we exit. We're going out into the big world. I can show you the map from here. Okay.
Let the cat fight those monsters. I'm getting out of here. The island sprung a leak. Run!
The island sprung a leak. Okay, see the marker above his head? That is a story quest marker. Now let me show you the map completion. This is Somerset. I'm going to right click further out of here. This is all of Tamriel at this point. Some places you may not be able to go because you don't have the DLC added on, you haven't paid for it, that sort of thing. And there are some places I think that I will not be able to go. Although we may get lucky. I may have purchased it. I just don't remember what I did on this account. So, um, as you can see, these are all different areas that you can go. Some have way shrines, and some do not, like Lenumbra, no way shrine. But that's usually you get there through a quest. Um, this one, what is that? That is Stros Mackay. Yes, see up the top of the map it says Stros Mackay. That is one of the beginning locations. And sometimes it's better, instead of running around Somerset, I think I'm going to take us to one of the beginning locations because it's smaller and you can um, learn more, get more armor for training, and there's more things to pick up and things you can sell. So we're going to go to one of the beginning islands. We're not going to hang around in Somerset for very long. Here we go. This is Somerset. That is me. That's Susie Newby. And there's a way shrine. That's how you bounce from place to place. If I went to this way shrine, I could go to any other way shrine. Here's one here, Abba's Landing, which is at the Hughes Bane senior moment. Sorry. Let's see. Then here's another one. This is Stone Falls. There's another one we can go to. If you do not go to another way shrine to go to a way shrine, it's going to cost you gold. See at the bottom it says if I just did a left click on there and just went there now, it would cost me 38 gold. So your best bet, especially when you're first running around or don't want to spend your gold, you run to another way shrine, which we're pretty close to one. That is the town of Shimmerine. And that's it over there. And there's a way shrine there, and we could travel elsewhere. Now, this part of it over here. Oh, by the way, let me show you again. Okay, this is Tamriel, but if you right click again, it will take you out to this one. And this is how you get to Clockwork City. This is how you get to Cold Harbor. And this is how you get to Artaeum. Because it does not show on the main part of the map, you have to click out if you want to look at the map. That's Clockwork City. There's Cold Harbor. That's a whole wonderful place there. That's a fun one. And then Artaeum. And this is a small place with some quests that get you into the Sigic line as well as some stuff that you do in Somerset. If I give you specifics now, you're just not going to get it. It's just too much going on if this is new for you. If anybody has any suggestions and wants to put it into our stream chat, please. I am more than willing to take suggestions. That's a griffin, by the way. See the griffin? Isn't that cool? You can fight those as well. But they're found here in Somerset. Okay, map again. M for map. This is where we are. Here's the map completion section. This is to know, this was not here for very long. It's been here maybe a year, I guess. And it shows you this marker here, which is what's over this guy's head here. And those are story quests. And see the boxes that pop up, and it shows you under the Somerset Zone story quest, it lists every single quest in the story. Now, those story quests will lead to, since they're in Somerset, that will lead to the Sigic order line, the skill line, and a couple other things. It's been a long time since I've done this. So but quests are good, especially if you want to understand the lore of Elder Scrolls. There is so much lore involved, and there are books everywhere that you want to pick up. I'll explain that later. Okay, way shrines. We have one way shrine right there. So there are 14 altogether here in Somerset, and I believe Artaeum's included in that. See if you look at the very bottom of the way shrine list, Artaeum way shrine, because Artaeum is a little island here, that's small. There's only one way shrine, but it's part of the whole story of Somerset. You find out what that is all about and on the Sijic Order. So that's why it's included here because it's part of Somerset. These are cave delver uh, quests. In other words, they each delve that you go into. That's like a mini dungeon, a beginning dungeon kind of thing. One person can go in up to however many you want. I don't know the max, but anyway, they're usually it's pretty good to even work on by yourself. And there are 6 of them here between Somerset and Artaeum. And inside every single delve, there is a sky shard. And sky shards are very important because once you get 3 sky shards, you get a skill. Sky shards, 3 sky shards equal 1 skill point. So you want to go for sky shards. They're very important. Once again, we've got delves. Points of interest. Those are usually towns that have quests in them. Go in there and like here is, oh no, those are homes for sale. Like here in Shimmerine, there will be a quest all about Shimmerine, and there's other towns around here. So that's what this part is. And see, you can see Alinor's the top of the list. This is Alinor here. That's the town of Alinor. So there is a quest that is part of that. And then Shimmerine, which is the town that we see here. And we're not going to go through these yet. I'm going to go to one of the beginning areas. I just want you to understand what the symbols are. This is the striking locales. We call them the eye because it looks like an eye with an eyebrow. And they are also ones to find different locations. And there's sometimes people to fight or things to fight. Other times there's nothing there at all. It's just you located it. And there are achievements that tie with these. This symbol are crafting stations. Here in Somerset, there are 3. And they have a certain type of armor that you can craft within the different. Outside of your basic, there are sets that you can craft at crafting locations. Public dungeons. There's usually only one public dungeon. This is the symbol for a public dungeon. It's usually one in an area. This place, there's 2. So you've got Sunhold, which is way down south, and Carnwayston, which is... I can't remember where Carnwayston is. Anyway, it's here in Shimmerine. A Somerset. And then this little buzzsaw symbol, those are dolmens. Here, they're geysers in Somerset. It's where you can get together. A whole bunch of people will go and they fight off the enemy of the dark anchors that come down, and that's a whole nother story. Good place to level. Good place to pick up new equipment. Here in Somerset, they're really tough. I would recommend going to somewhere like Oradon or Glenumber to start doing, probably Oradon is one of the best, to start doing dolmens. And then world bosses, those are usually the toughest bosses in an area that are off by themselves. And this is the symbol you see on the map. When you see a symbol on the map, that, as you can tell here, there's black versus white. If it's black, it has not been done yet. So if you have 6 of these all over Somerset, which you see as you go along, you'll discover them. If it's black, you haven't done it yet. You haven't conquered it. So that's why this house is a house that you can purchase. It's black. I do not own it. But Golden Griffin Garret is, I do own that. This is because somebody else played it before, and I didn't realize that it would be here. But the house is a free room. And when we get off, I'll show you that, what it looks like inside. So if it's white, I've acquired it. If it's black, not done yet. And sky shards also shows us there are 18 sky shards between here and Artaeum. And there are times when I'm in a guild that every once in a while we'll do a run, or you can run with a friend, run by yourself. Find as many scar shards as you can because they are important. And then lore books. There are lore books for Shalador's library, and part of the Mages Guild. And if you can get into the Mages Guild before you're getting this, it will help rank up your Mages Guild, which are two things. Bring this up as well. It's good to get into the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild as soon as possible, which we could do right now because there's a couple of items in there on their skill line that will help with just quests, persuasion and intimidating. So we'll do that fairly soon. And then there's this here. You can click on it and it will bring up your zone guide. This is basically everything that's going on that kind of ties to that map that we saw. Um, these are different roles that you'll see throughout. This is the symbol for a tank. This is the symbol for a healer and for a damage dealer. And I am going to work between the two here with her since she's a sork, but probably a damage dealer will be my primary focus. It shows that things have not been done yet. Somerset Grand Adventurer. You have to complete 33 quests. We've done one of 33, which was probably the quest coming in to the to Somerset. And this is a fun one. This you go around looking for all different. It's part of a quest. You want to pick up the quest over on our TAM, but these are items that you want to place into a museum that is over there. They call it the Vault of, what is it, Moawite. Don't ever worry about not being able to pronounce anything in Tamriel, because whoever came up with this system, their words are unbelievable. It's impossible sometimes to pronounce. So just, you go with it, whatever. Anyway, this, if you look at the very bottom of this quest, you'll see that you'll get two things for completing this quest. One, you get the title of Finder of Lost Relics. And two, you get a piece of furniture, which is really cute. It's the Fan of False Face, which is one of the items that you find if you look halfway down the list. It's one of the things that you will find in this quest. And if you have it in your house and somebody clicks on it, they will turn into a little monkey that jumps around your house. So it's one of the cute things to get. This one has to do with the group event. You have to get the group event in the public dungeon to get this achievement. And then Sunhold group event, that's the other public dungeon, so you have to complete the group event in that one. And then again, here's a recap of everything that was on that list to the left of how many of them you have at this point. And then you can change to other areas to see what it is in the zone guide, what you have, what you don't have, if you're checking up on it. A lot of people, which I have never done before, but I'm going to do it this time, is kind of, once I get started, I'm going to stick to the quests and kind of not jump around. I'm going to stick with certain areas, and we're going to do this from the beginning. Like I had said previously, when I started this, I started playing and met my current husband within a few minutes of starting, not a few days, a couple days, I think, into the game. Of course, I didn't know it at that time that he was my future husband. But we hit it off. I started running with him. One Tamriel was in place, so I could go anywhere. So I haphazard learned the game. And it was all from him, not this way. So I'm trying to go through it and see what I've missed, which I'm sure is quite a bit. I mean, I didn't even know until the last, I think I mentioned this when we were going through the tutorial, that I didn't even know the difference between a light and a heavy attack until just recently. And now that I'm getting into Dungeons and Trials and builds and that sort of thing, I am learning how to fight, that you fight in rotation to get your most damage and stuff. So that's a whole nother thing. I've been at this for 4 years and I'm just now getting into it. Okay, your zone guide is here under this finder. And we do not have the ability, this dungeon finder, we can't get into regular dungeons until you've hit level 10. Same thing with battlegrounds. And battlegrounds are a 4-person PvP. You're up against 4 other people. That's a PvP um, battleground. Here on the map, let me show you something. This is Cyrodiil. You get into this section totally different than you do in any other. Same thing with the battlegrounds. There's a totally different way because this is mostly PvP. There are the sewers under the Imperial City, and then there's the Imperial City. So you've actually got 3 sections. The Wilds of Cyrodiil. It's a lot of fun. Didn't get even go there until probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then there's the prison, the city of Imperial City, which is a circular thing, and you're fighting against other PvPers. And then there are the sewers, which is very unique. And you fight your way through the sewers to the city. And there is a whole different way of getting around in those areas. So we'll get there. Of course, I might be 80 years old by the time we get there, but see what happens if I can still function at that age. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. I know this is not something that appeals to a lot of people, but I think there's a lot of beginners that you don't get to find out a lot about the game, and there's a lot you miss. So I'm going to try and hit on highlights. And try to explain things early on. The other thing I wanted to explain to you is this bar at the top, and then I think I'll be getting off for a little while. But when you hit I for inventory, you don't need quick slots just yet. Your inventory, this is what you're carrying on you, and you get there either by clicking here for your inventory bag, and you see it the right-hand side, it comes up on the screen where it says inventory, or just hit the letter I, and I think it says, yes, it shows an I afterwards, and the keystrokes are much faster and a good way to get around. So it brings up your inventory. Now this is everything in your inventory, and I have the habit of going through and looking at it section by section, and it's probably just the way my brain works. Others look at everything here, but I go weapons, armor. Okay, I have a hat. Okay, I have no hat on, so I'm going to equip that. By the way, she's going to look really crappy early on. I mean, look at this. It's so bad. Anyway, okay, jewelry. Oh, and here's something that just started. We have subcategories, like for hats, light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and shield. And everything. So if you're looking for specific light armor that you have in your medium armor in your inventory, then it will do that for you. Or, I didn't realize you've got a search bar. You can probably search by name now. That's huge if you're looking for one specific thing. Okay, jewelry. I have no jewelry. Jewelry slots are here. You've got room for a necklace on the left, a necklace and 2 rings. And consumables, also another very important thing. We were given some crown fortifying meals. There is a lot of food, a lot of recipes in this game where you can make your own food and collect items to make it or buy it at a grocer's. But I will show you what happens when you take this at this point. If you right click and you use it, your numbers have gone up. I should have looked first, but we're now up to 22,000 in maximum health. And see your bars. Let me pull out my weapon. Come on. Well, when you start to fight something, let's go out here and see if we can find something. Well, what do you know? It didn't come up. I wanted the bar to come up. But maybe not until you're really in battle will it work. Okay, anyway, let's go back to inventory. I go through it as specific items. Okay, we got a Forgotten Adventure strongbox. Now, anytime you get a box or a container or anything, there's probably something in it. You right click on it and use it, and it will show you what's in the box. And I got a soul gem. use two functions. Um, Charge your weapon if it's taking a lot of damage during a battle. Well, that poor guy, he's over there screaming his head off. Anyway, he's an NPC. It's probably part of a quest. Um, so you use it to you right click on your weapon, and one of the items is charged, and it'll take a soul gem. It will charge your weapon. Then the other thing that will happen is if somebody dies and you want to revive them or revive yourself, it takes a soul gem, a filled soul gem, not an empty one. That's why it's kind of important to we have that soul magic line so that in the beginning we start filling soul gems. Once you're doing delves and dungeons and that sort of thing, you'll get soul gems. Before you know it, between lockpicks and soul gems, you'll have hundreds of them. Okay, a bow and an inferno staff. I'm going to have to think about that because I don't think I'm going with the bow this time. I'm going to use a damaging staff and a healing staff. I think that's the route I'm going to go, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. And you get 5 lockpicks, which is really cool because you will find chests around that you will open up and get things like this in them. So we're going to take all this stuff. You can either click on it with your mouse or hit the letter R to take everything, and it goes into your inventory. This tab of everything. Oh my God, that's screaming over there. That's so annoying. Anyway, when you first pick something up, it starts at the top of the list. And here it's showing us by an icon that this is all new stuff in our bag. And if you go out of it and go back into it, it's all been alphabetized within your inventory. And then it's alphabetized by weapons and all of that. Now this, when you hover over the greaves, the one on the left that says equipped at the top says Forgotten Adventures Trousers level 1. Well, if you see the green numbers to the left of that, if I put on these Forgotten Adventures greaves, my maximum health is going to go up, my spell resistant goes up, and my physical resistant numbers will go up. And it has the training training trait on it, so it increases the experience gained from kills by 7%. So, and it's level 3. I think I'm a level 3 at this point. Yes, I'm level 3. So anytime you're going around in the beginning, always upgrade or accept. We've put them on. My numbers went up, and it also gives me more health. There's an enchantment on there that gives me more maximum health. So anytime you run across additional, always look and see. Now look, I'm looking pretty stupid with that hat on, huh? I mean, the others are looking okay. Those greaves are really kind of cool, and with my kind of goes with my shirt. But that hat's really bad. So we're going to do something here and get rid of it, but it'll still be on the bar. Up here in collections, you can get to collections by hitting on this icon or hitting the letter U. So we will click on it. Here it talks about collections. It's the home for all your collections and downloadable content, costumes, pets, mounts, anything that can be collected. There's all kinds of stuff here. So we're going to go to appearance, hats. See, I have this. Okay, then again, I didn't get rid of everything in here, guys. I still have a couple of things here in costumes, apparently. So, we're going to ignore them for now. But here you can hide your helm. Hide it, but you still have it on. Which, when they came out with this, I was thrilled because sometimes the helmets, I think, look ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to click on that, double click on it, and your hat disappears. Your helmet disappears. But if you go into inventory, it's still there. You're still getting the benefit of having that. So that's the only piece of armor that you can hide. You can cover up everything with a costume, and we'll go into that later. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? At this time, that's a lot to remember. I got to tell you. And I'm doing this. I mean, we're all going on 3 hours of this, and let me show you. You received a soul gem. Use it to. I don't have any. I don't think I have any empty soul gems. No, I don't. Okay, anything that is in your inventory, like these trousers that I took off, that are not worth any gold, right click and destroy. But, and this is bait. You want to hang on to that. It's not worth anything. You can't sell it, but you may want to get into fishing, which is kind of a cool thing. But this, where it says trash in the upper left-hand corner of what it's describing it, is mainly for just selling to a merchant. Let me do that so I can show you how to get some more gold. Let's go ahead and go on into town. And this guy.
Are those creatures? Newcomers? They're hideous.
Raz enjoys a good fight as much as the next guy.
Oh, poor guy.
But these are
Okay.
horrible creatures.
We are not. Yeah, look at, they're pretty bad. That's what you're
Hi,
screaming
Claude.
about.
Good to see you.
Oh,
Raz has a proposal if you have the time.
okay. We're not doing this yet, but Razumdar is hilarious. And he is throughout all of Tamriel. You run into him in a quest. He's really pretty much a chicken shit, if I can say that, because he always sends you to do the dirty work. But he's part of your story quest line, and we'll get into that. I am wanting to show you. Okay, here's a merchant just sitting out here. That's the symbol for a merchant. Store
I get a lot
merchant.
of road customers. Not sure what organization they're from, but I don't much mind, as long as their gold is good.
Okay. You can buy from the merchant. And when it's in red like this, I don't have enough gold to buy. I can buy lockpicks, bait, health. But we're going to sell. So I start by going by categories. Nope, I want to keep these for now. Nothing there, nothing there. Consumables. I may need that. I'm not going to be doing any crafting just yet. So I'm going to start selling some of the crafting stuff, like the butterfly wings that I collect. The fact that they stack, it doesn't take up as much room in your inventory, but I now have 3 more gold. Same thing with rawhide scraps. This is used in crafting clothing, but in the beginning, you're not getting into the crafting that much, so you want to sell it to get more gold. And furniture and miscellaneous. Okay, when it has a little symbol here, the only thing it's good for is selling. So you'll sell it to a merchant. Bait. Lockpicks, you want to hang on to those. Soul gems you can sell, but hang on to them. Don't sell them yet. Then, of course, junk, I don't have anything there. So the other thing that a merchant does is repairs your armor, but for gold. So I'm going to repair my armor at this point in time. It's going to cost me 11 gold, but you want to be working with good armor. So, and up here it tells you what's been repaired in your armor. But let's go on into Shimmerine, and I'll show you a couple of things. Shimmerine's kind of a... Oh, there's a book. Okay, first off, Shimmerine discovered. So now, when you look at the map, there's Shimmerine. It did not go white because there is a quest involved with Shimmerine. It will not turn white until you've done the quest. Now, the Waste Shrine, and that's your mode of transportation, is through a Waste Shrine. If you have the Waste Shrine, it will be white. If you are traveling around and it's black, you don't have it. Okay. Like all this black stuff, we don't have it. Here's a book. Let me see. I'm not positive if this is one that will be on the list, the map. was the name of it? Investigating Our Allies Part 1. Let's go back here. It's not on the list for Shalador's library in the Mages Guild, but it is a book that you can put in one of your other libraries down the road and be able to read it later on. Now, this is Investigating Our Allies Part 1. You can turn the page and actually read the book if you'd like. Some people really get into the lore of the book, the lore of Tamriel and Elder Scrolls, and they read just about everything, which is admirable, I've got to say. Okay, this here, the symbol that is here is where all the guild traders are. And what that is, there are guilds. See his tabard. And this is Jube Nation. He is a guild trader, and you can buy things that people
The
have
astute
put up.
adventurer knows that goods are only as good as their seller. And who is better than me?
You can go into the guild store, and they have lots of things that you can search for. And they're actually selling it as a guild. The guild gets a percentage of the profit, and the balance goes to the player that put the item in for sale. There are trader guilds. So you'll find out that trader guilds are, a lot of people get into them. Oh my gosh, I think she's been killed once. And here's another trader guild.
I only make fair deals. You get
So
your...
that's a whole separate thing that is done with guilds themselves. We are not going to go into Shimmering at this point. Well, maybe I'll take you in there for a minute. I've got the shift key down to go faster. And as you see this black arrow, that is apparently, I don't have any quests, but it is the start of a, not the story quest, but a start of a side quest that you can get. If you go over and see, there is an arrow.
A fascinating application of the technique.
And you can pick up a quest from anything with a black arrow over its head. Anyway, Shimmering is a beautiful town, as is Eleanor. Everything in Somerset is gorgeous. And we have other places that are not quite so gorgeous as well. Let's go down to the Way Shrine. I'm going to travel to one of the beginner islands, and then we will log off and go from there a little later on, maybe even tonight. Don't know, might get back on. I do have a guild run with my other account, which is the one that this is solely set up to do this, but to do the newbie stuff. But we have a guild that's very active, and if you look at the stuff on YouTube, which is, I'm gonna have to, I'll post it somewhere, but you find my YouTube page as Madams, MADAM apostrophe S space mix, MIX, in YouTube. And that's where I have all of our videos that we've done, which some of them are just running around. Others are dungeons. Others are trials, which we've been doing for 9 months now. And I've put every single trial in there. And a lot of them have a lot of good instruction because we've been learning trials and we listen. And if you're interested in seeing trials, definitely go take a look at that. And it's not like your end gamers or your high end where they're just running. No, we're all beginners to trials, and we fail a lot, but we have a really good time. So, and I think they're more helpful than some of the other ways of learning a trial. And that's a 12-person very hard dungeon or trials. There's some we haven't even attempted yet. So anyway, this is a Way Shrine. You hit the letter E. You travel from Way Shrine to Way Shrine. And if you do it without going to a Way Shrine, it will cost you a little bit. So let's try that again so the tutorial doesn't come up. Here's a map. Right click to go out to the whole world. Now there's one. Abba's Landing. There is a Way Shrine. Bleak Rock. Bleak Rock. See, now here's one that I don't have yet. Is this one? Oh, there you go. I didn't know that was a thing. You can unlock this area with an ESO Plus membership by purchasing Dragonhold Zone DLC available at the Crown Store. So you can, it will tell you when you can't get into a certain area. Here's another one. Can't get into Murkmire or Southern Elsewhere without the additional DLC. Well, I think what we're going to do is go to Bleak Rock, or what's this one? Canarthy's Roost. Maybe I'll do Canarthy's Roost. I like that place. It's a little bit larger. And then here's another starting island, which is Stros Mackay. But I think there's a lot more on Canarthy's Roost. And very much more interesting. I didn't know there is a house there. Maybe I will do that as well. I'll show you how to do that, but not right now. So we're going to travel. Click on it, confirm that you want to go there, and we're headed to Canarthy's Roost. It's kind of cool. The architecture here is more, it's pretty with colors and gold and Murkmire-ish, I guess. Argonian? I don't know. Anyway, here we are. We are on this way shrine right here. This is Canarthy's Roost. There's a lot of stuff on the beach to pick up. There's quests here that help you. There's training armor to pick up. It's a very good spot to start. So for now, I think I'm going to get off. I'm not going to raid anybody right now. It's a little different than when I end a trial stream. But thank you for joining us. Please follow my Twitch channel or locate me on YouTube and subscribe. So anyway, you guys have a great day. I hope you've had a great holiday weekend. And look me up. By the way, we're on the North American server, all on PC. And we have a great guild. If you look up Madam's 711, that's me, and I can help you get into a guild that is really helpful. We do a lot on Discord. A lot of our members don't get on Discord, which I think is I don't know, it's tougher. But a lot of people are kind of standoffish. I know I was in the beginning about getting on Discord and talking to people, but we've made wonderful, wonderful friends around the world, and we welcome anybody. We also will teach. We take people into trials. If you play the game and you've never done a trial and want to do it with friends. And we don't come down on anybody because we're all learning as well. So anyway, look me up if you want to get some help inside the game, North American server, and it's at the @ Madam 711. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, and thanks for watching.